Namaskar Bhundara, hello friends, and welcome back or welcome to my channel, Elena Today. Tumikamo Nacho, how are you guys doing today? So, I was at the store a couple days ago and I stumbled upon some lasagna noodles. So it has been years since I've had lasagna, and me myself, I have actually never made lasagna before, and after seeing this, I was just craving it. So today I have a little bit of time. I thought I would go ahead and try making this dish. I also found some delicious Mediterranean herb tomato sauce. Now you can make your own tomato sauce, but I thought this would add a lot of delicious flavor to my lasagna. Now usually my mom, when she makes lasagna, she uses ricotta cheese. If you don't usually have ricotta cheese, then you can use, it's called cottage cheese. But the cottage cheese in America is very different than the cottage cheese here in India. So I found a different recipe of a simple like white sauce that I'm gonna make instead, because I think anyone here in India can make that. I'm sure there's ricotta cheese somewhere around here, but I could not find any at the store that I shop from. So we are just gonna go ahead and use what we got. I was able to find mozzarella, so I will be using that in my dish today too. So I'm super excited, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so here are all my ingredients that I'm going to be using in my lasagna tonight. So I'm using 1 chopped onion, 4 chopped garlic, 1 tablespoon of red chili flakes. I'm using a tomato sauce, so I'm using this one because I found it at the store. But if you don't have this, you can just use like some chunky tomato sauce. The spices that I'm going to be using is some parsley, rosemary, and thyme. Now, I had a friend bring these to me back from the US. If you don't have these spices, you can go ahead and just use Italian seasoning. Of course, I have some salt here. Can't have lasagna without the noodles, of course. Then for the white sauce, I have some ghee. If you don't have ghee, you can use butter. I have 3 cups of cold milk here, some flour, and I'm gonna use a little bit of nutmeg, some fresh nutmeg for the seasoning. Then of course we're gonna need our meat and then our cheese. Now if you prefer no meat, you could just probably mix a whole bunch of vegetables that you like and saute those up together, and I'm sure it'll still taste just as delicious. But let's go ahead, guys, and start cooking. Alright, so I have a pan here. We're gonna go ahead and cook our meat first. So let's go ahead and heat the pan, and I'm gonna be using some olive oil, some extra virgin olive oil. I'm just gonna add a couple of tablespoons, I guess I would say. Let that heat up. Now that the oil is hot, we're gonna go ahead and add our onion. We're gonna add our garlic, and we're just gonna go ahead and add in the red chili flakes as well. And we really wanna caramelize our onions before we add our meat. That's what's gonna give it a nice flavor. Alright guys, it's browning up real nicely, so now we're going to add the meat. So I really want it meaty, so I'm adding a lot of meat here, guys. 2 things of chicken keema. And we're going to cook this until the chicken is completely cooked. Oh, it's already smelling good. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt now. About half a teaspoon. Mix that all in and just cook it till the meat's done. Alright guys, this is perfect. Smells so good. Now I forgot, guys, you do want to add a little bit of black sauce. So I already did that. Now it's time to add the tomato sauce. So I'm using the whole pan here, guys. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water in the cup here. Swish it around. We want to make sure we get all that goodness up in here. Don't want to miss any of it. Okay. And then we want to add our spices. So about a tablespoon tablespoon of olive 3 combined. So I'm just gonna spray a little on it, like so, of each one. A little bit does go a long way, guys. And my tomato sauce is already flavored, so I don't really want too much of each one, just a little bit. Okay. We'll mix all that together. Wow, oh, smells so good. And then basically once we mix it all together, we're gonna want it to simmer for about half an hour. You know, really get the juice of the tomato sauce and the chicken combined really well. And we want a little bit thicker sauce too. So we want this to thicken up just a little bit. So we'll cover it and simmer it for 30 minutes. All right, now let's go ahead and make our white sauce. We're gonna add 4 tablespoons of ghee or butter. Now, the recipe did call for butter, but I only have ghee, so hopefully it'll work just as fine. Okay. Let that melt just for a minute. Heat up a little. Okay, and then I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of plain flour. We're just going to cook those together. Just till it kind of thickens up just a little. So it's not thickening up as much as it did when I saw it with butter. So I added about another tablespoon. It looks a little thicker, but I don't want to overcook it. So this is what we're going to use here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pour the milk in real fast, but stir quickly so it doesn't. And we're just going to cook this for a few minutes till it thickens up. So it seems to be thickening up, so we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of fresh nutmeg. Oh, love the smell of nutmeg. We're going to add some salt. And then just keep stirring. Oh yeah, it's starting to thicken up. Oh, it's becoming real thick. Okay, good. I was concerned there for a minute because it wasn't, you know, getting thick like I thought originally, but no, this is good. This is getting real thick. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Yeah, and that's basically it, guys. It's pretty thick now, and it's only gonna thicken up as it dries. So that's done. Real fast, guys. Perfect. All right, guys, I think the chicken is done. Oh, look at that nice, thick chicken sauce. All right, so now all we gotta do is start to assemble everything. All right, guys, so this is the fun part. So we're gonna take our white sauce first. We're gonna pour it on the bottom. Okay, so the noodles, so I'm just using the square pan. If you have a more longer rectangular pan, that would work probably a little bit better with the noodles. I did have to cut the noodles to fit into the pan. But first the white sauce. Okay, then we're gonna place the noodles down. And then we're gonna take the chicken and put a good helping over the top. Then we're gonna add some more white sauce. Then I took the Parmesan and I shredded it up. So we're gonna put a little layer of that on top. Now if you have like cheddar cheese, and that would be really good to mix with the Parmesan or with the mozzarella, not Parmesan, sorry guys. But unfortunately I do not have any, so I just have the Parmesan. But hey, that's okay, something's better than nothing. And then we're gonna put another layer of noodles. Now these noodles, I do want to say, I do not have to pre-cook them. Some noodles you do need to, so make sure you read the instructions on those. But that's it, then we're going to restart. Sorry, somehow my camera wasn't recording and I thought it was, but on this last layer, you want to put big slices of mozzarella on top. And then I took some toothpicks and I put it in the top of this because we're going to take some aluminum foil and put it on top when we bake it. That way it doesn't burn, just like so. So it is ready to go in the oven. So we're gonna put the oven to 190 degrees Celsius. We're gonna cook it for 45 minutes and then we're gonna take the foil off and cook it another 15 minutes. And then it should be done. It just came out of the oven. Smells amazing, looks amazing. Look at that, guys. Look at those layers. Oh my gosh. So this is the hard part. You have to let it rest at least half an hour. Now, if you can let it rest a little longer, that's even better, because if you were to cut into this right now, it'll be very liquidy and fall apart. So you want to let it rest so that it hardens, but my husband's not home yet from work, so we have about an hour or so before he gets home. So that would be perfect time for him to try this out. So my husband and mother-in-law won't be eating dinner for a couple more hours, and it is my dinner time. It's actually later, it's like 9 p.m. So I am super hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this and try it for you guys. It smells amazing, looks amazing. So let's go ahead, guys, and dig in. So it's still nice and warm. So I think I've been letting it sit for about an hour now. Oh my gosh, yummy. Perfect. Okay, got my plate here. I think I'm gonna get this corner right here. Okay, moment of truth, guys. Wow. Look at that. That looks amazing, guys. Oh my gosh, let's dig in. Okay, it's a big bite, but we're going for it. Mmm. Wow. Happy dance, happy dance. That tastes so good. Oh my gosh, I was afraid because I didn't have the ricotta that I didn't know how it would turn out, but oh my gosh. The flavors, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. That Italian or that like herb and tomato sauce, so much flavor. Oh my gosh. And it's so cheesy and delicious. Yum. Wow. Amazing. And it wasn't difficult at all. You know, it takes a long time to bake, but guys, it is totally, totally worth it. If you've never had lasagna before or made your own, make this recipe. It turned out phenomenal and it was super duper easy. Well, I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and finish this up. I am hungry, but that'll do it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button because it really helps to support my channel. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!